Conference USA Women's Basketball matchup. I'm Tyler Eaton, joined inside Diddle Arena by John Butler. And John, WKU has been extremely hot as of late. They've won 11 of their last 13, but one of those two losses came on the road against this New Mexico State team.
Yeah, a little revenge game, and New Mexico State had a big fourth quarter, outscored the WKU to come up with a big 6-point win. So a little bit of a revenge factor and a big game for conference seeding as well.
New Mexico State sports one of the best scorers in this conference. Molly Kaiser averaging nearly 21 points per game on the season.
Yeah, she's big time. 5 30-point games. She's been in double figures 26 of 28 games. Oddly, the last game she played against Middle only had 7 points, so I'm sure she's motivated as well. She's one of the best players in the conference, in the running for Conference Player of the Year.
WKU defending their home floor on senior day. One of those seniors, Alexis Mead, averaging 13.5 points per game, coming off her first career double-double against UTEP.
Yeah, 13 points and 11 rebounds against UTEP. One of the better players in WKU history. She's in the top. There's only 3 players in WKU history who has over 1,200 points, 400 assists, and 200 steals. Just the heart and soul of this team and this program, Lexi Mead.
She runs the point for the Lady Toppers, who are going to have to contend with the tempo that New Mexico State wants to enforce. They want to slow this game down.
Yeah, this is a pace game for New Mexico State. They want to play at a slower tempo, control the pace. WKU wants to play much faster. The other key for New Mexico State is Molly Kaiser needs a big game.
And as the Lady Toppers learned against New Mexico State on the road, they've got to play 4 full quarters.
They've got to finish. Got to outscore 24-16 in their loss at New Mexico State.
WKU leads this series 6-4 all time, but New Mexico State have won 3 straight since joining Conference USA a couple of years ago, swept the series last year. This game massive for conference tournament implications right now. The Lady Toppers 3rd in CUSA, New Mexico State 4th. The Lady Toppers can seal off that 3rd seed in the CUSA tournament with a win here today. As we get underway, the Aggies have the first possession. Left side. Luce Rosing holds it, now sends it over to Siani Sanchez-Oliver. Ball wrapped down low. First touch for Julia Harding, and Jayla Harding drops it in for 2, averaging 7.6 points per game. That just her 25th two-pointer this year, John. She's made 45 threes.
Yeah, she's coming off only a 1-point game against Middle, so that's good signs for Harding. Get off to a good start.
Josie Gilvin gets her first touch for WKU on the baseline. Cut off by Rosing, now sends it out to Talegdi. Lexi Mead on her senior day, behind the back dribble. Looks down low. Talegdi, the biggest player on the floor between the two teams. Instead it goes outside, and Salary swishes home a 3.
Well, she was 3 out of 6 on Thursday and has made a 3 now in 4 straight games. Not normally a strength of Destiny Salary, but she's shooting the ball really well.
Now 8 for her last 18 from deep. Just a 24% shooter on the season, but when you watch her shoot the ball, you know she's better than that number.
Absolutely.
That one gives WKU an early 3-2 lead. Right side Harding operating against Mead. Directing traffic as it goes into the corner to Sanchez-Oliver. 3 on the shot clock, 2. Wrapped down low, juggled, and it's turned over. New Mexico State, more often than not, they're going to run this shot clock down. That's how they play. But they've got to finish possessions with shots and not turnovers against this WKU team that forces so many.
Yeah, if you're going to turn it over, a dead ball turnover is better than a live ball turnover, and that's exactly what happened. But yeah, New Mexico State, very deliberate. WKU wants to play much, much quicker.
And both teams are very good in the turnover department generally, both top 50 in the country in turnover margin as that pass is deflected out of bounds. Lady Toppers 19th in that department, plus 6.5 per game. New Mexico State plus 4.1. Each in the top 3 in CUSA in steals per game as well. Mead, she'll pull the trigger for 3. The Lady Toppers hit back-to-back from outside.
She was also 3 of 6 in the win on Thursday as well. So the 2 seniors, good start from Mead and Salary.
Has made at least 3 threes in 3 of her last 6 games coming into today. Coming off that double-double performance with 15 points and 11 rebounds. Has gotten close with assists time and time again. His right side three-pointer is fired up and missed by Harding, and the rebound is chased down by Gilvin. Josie Gilvin, she's got 4 straight double-doubles, has this one knocked away off her leg, and it's back to New Mexico State. Interesting here early on, at least in the first 2.5 minutes, John, we have not seen pretty much any of Molly Kaiser getting involved for New Mexico State offensively.
No, has not taken a shot, and that's an early sub right there. Chatfield in for Hayes, but yeah, I really believe for New Mexico State to win this game, it's going to take a pretty big performance from Kaiser.
She had 17 points the first time around between these two teams and did it at the free throw line where she's done it so much of this year. She was 7 for 9 at the stripe in that game. She averages over 7 free throw attempts per game, 12th in the country. On the baseline, nice wraparound in reverse by Luz Rosing.
That was a tough shot to Lexi Mead all over, too. Nice reverse layup.
Rosing, a senior, averaging nearly 4 points per game from the Netherlands, transferred in from South Georgia Tech. Mead sends it right side. Salary for 3 again. 3 for 3.
Yeah, there's nothing like confidence, too. Give that assist to Chatfield.
The senior stealing the show here on senior day early on as Mead nearly gets the steal, but it's taken back by Harding. Trap still set up, and they get it across with Kaiser. Kick out left side. Kaiser wants it back at the top of the key, won't get it. Instead, it's held on to by Sanchez Oliver.
Really surprised Kaiser gave it up. She had open floor that time.
Wrapped around by Harding, now to Kaiser in the right corner. A 36% three-point shooter on the season. That shot misses well short. And here comes WKU the other way. If she's taking contested jumpers, WKU has done their job defensively.
Absolutely.
Right side, Mackenzie Chatfield in for the Lady Toppers. The sophomore averaging 5 per game. Josie Gilvin wide open. Off the find from Salary.
Yeah, great back cut and a back screen that time by Telegny that freed Gilvin up.
Lady Toppers out to an 11-4 lead as New Mexico State has to take an early timeout. The Lady Toppers 4 for 4 from the field early on in this one. 3 for 3 from outside with a couple.
Known for as well. She was a starting point guard in 1991 for the University of Tennessee National Championship.
Can't quite say that about Greg Collins on the sideline for WKU as the turnover is forced by the Lady Toppers. They got out of that timeout quickly. Greg in his 7th year with the Lady Toppers, 121 wins to 88 losses. Now 5 times he's won double-digit Conference USA games.
Yeah, 3 20-win seasons as well.
Lady Toppers coming in at 20-7 on the season. New Mexico State 15-13. Mackenzie Chatfield has it on the left wing. Now sends it over to Mead. Telegny gets a touch. Sophie Telegny, the big, who has really emerged as a playmaker as this season has gone on, averaging 2 assists per game. Gets it on the block now. Nice find to Mead, who catches it midair. When did you think you would see an alley-oop to Lexi Mead?
From the tallest player to the shortest player.
Chatfield picks off a pass, fakes, kicks. Josie Gilvin thinks about it, fires. That one misses long, and it's tipped by Mead to Salary. Mead, for her size, had that double-double with rebound. She's averaging 7 per game over the last 8. Telegny gets it down low. She's double-teamed, fires it out to Mead. 4 feet off the left wing for 3. Misses long. Telegny, another offensive rebound. Chatfield, Salary wants her 3rd triple. She's got it.
And that's what happens. Offensive rebounds normally leads to scores and to threes.
Telegny is down behind the play. New Mexico State has numbers for a moment, but Kaiser unable to take advantage, and now she's trapped. Ball goes left corner to Selena Peterson in for the first time for New Mexico State. Senior averaging 6.5 points per game. Sanchez Oliver wraps on the elbow, drives into Chatfield. Mead nearly knocks it away. Pass deflected by Salary. Saved up top for a moment. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Mead bats it away again. And Lucia Yanez has nowhere to go. Another shot clock violation.
2 shot clock violations in the first 6 minutes of the game. Just the energy right now. It's apparent the energy level for WKU is right now much greater than New Mexico State.
16-4, the Lady Toppers lead it. They're 6 for 8 from the field. New Mexico State has only gotten off 4 shots, and they've got 4 turnovers.
And dominating, WKU dominating early on the boards as well.
But as we talked about in the open, WKU, they've gotten off to a strong start against this New Mexico State team before. We'll see how this one continues to unfold. Telegny drives in from the top of the key. Kick out Chatfield for 3. Another one!
And another assist as well for Telegny. Chatfield just shooting 40% for the year from the 3, and when she gets minutes, she's normally very productive.
And those assists have been big for WKU. They've been amongst the conference leaders in that department for most of the season, and they've made 7 baskets in this game, all 7 assisted.
That's a great sign.
Peterson in the corner, guarded by Meade. Again, the shot clock down to 10. Inez sets a screen. Peterson drives right, gets bumped by Meade, and the foul will be called.
I don't know if you can start much better right now than WKU. Right here is going to be the bump and on Lexi Meade. But I don't know if you can start much better offensively and defensively than WKU this first quarter.
A 13-0 run, and they've done it all in about 3.5 minutes. Left side, Kaiser kicks it out for a right side 3 from Gewurz. Boy, she was the star the last time these two teams faced off. Had a career-high 17 points, made 4 threes in the second half.
Yeah, she's only been in double figures twice all year, and one of those was against WKU.
She picked Gilvin's pocket. Josie Gilvin trying to chase her back down. Instead, it goes into the corner. Kaiser jabs, gets baseline, had it knocked away, and it'll stay with New Mexico State down low. Kaiser, a 5'8" grad senior, averaging, again, nearly 21 points per game. She scored at least 35 times this year. And she's going to try to get inside to either score at the rim or more realistically draw contact. That's her game. Tries to kick it out to Gewurz, but it's batted by Gilvin. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Kaiser wraps it into the corner. Harding fires for 3. That one rattles off, and Telegny pulls down another rebound for WKU until...
Yeah, kind of brought the ball down a little bit. Want to keep the ball up, and that's a common mistake. I'm not for sure. Does New Mexico State have a rebound?
Officially, no.
That's what I thought.
5-0.
And now that's
is the margin.
And that's not a strength.
WKU has cleared away the 3 defensive opportunities, and they've got a couple of offensive rebounds early on as well. Meade to Gilvin, left block, scores with ease.
And another assist too, that time by Meade.
And they're making it look easy right now. 21-7, WKU leading. And there's another turnover, ball thrown away. 5th one of this first quarter for a New Mexico State team that, again, is right there with WKU amongst the conference leaders in turnover margin. And that's a big reason why the first matchup between these two teams, New Mexico State had an edge. WKU was not able to win the turnover battle. It was even. Meade hits Telegny wide open off a defensive miscommunication.
Boy, New Mexico State is right now on the struggle bus.
9 makes, 9 assists for WKU.
Another turnover.
Salary able to control it. Brings it across half court herself. Wraps it over to Chatfield. Fakes one pass,
Great
gives
pass
to Telegny, and
Holy
she had
cow.
it blocked from behind.
No foul.
They call it clean. We'll see if we can get another look at that one.
I think it was right there's the turnover. Salary on the steal.
And she got it to Telegny, or Chatfield eventually got it to her, and might have been clean. Here comes Gilvin with the layup. It misses. Telegny can't control the rebound. And New Mexico State will try to put a dent into this WKU lead as Gilvin picks up a foul. That's really been the one struggle for her over this hot stretch of play. Josie Gilvin, just spectacular. Spectacular. She's been in double figures 9 of the last 11 games.
And that's not a good foul. That 70 feet away.
She was in foul trouble in the loss to New Mexico State, had 4, only played 24 minutes. And that's what she's got to avoid. All the way to the rim. Nice drive and finish from Lucia Yanez, the Spaniard, averaging 4.5 points per game. A lot of international flavor between both sides in this one. Gilvin, the Kentucky native, gives it to Salary in the corner. Tries to go to Telegny, but she's bumped off the ball on her way to the rim.
It's going to be on Peterson. I think they're going to get her on a hold right there. Peterson in her 4th year at New Mexico State.
They've done a really good job of retaining players.
They really do.
Between
Kaiser's
Peterson and
5th year.
Kaiser, who's in her 5th season, 3rd all-time leading scorer for the Aggies with over 1,800 points. Salary had a clean look, just misfired on that one from the elbow. And the Aggies have a chance on the fast break, kick out into the corner. 3-ball from Gewurz. That one misses long. Rebound tipped, though, and it's collected by Yanez for another opportunity. in the corner. Harding quick trigger three. Off the front side of the rim, but a long rebound is chased down by Gewurz. They heard you mention the rebounding.
Yep. Well, Harding is really struggling from the outside. She's 0 for 5 in her last game. Only 1 out of her last 12 from 3, and that's her strength.
It is. 45 makes, tied for 5th in the conference. 2 on the shot clock. Shot fired up at the horn, misses short by Yanez, and here comes WKU. Kaiser's only taken 1 shot so far in this one.
And their second leading scorer, Gasama, I don't think has taken a shot.
No. DeLegde all alone from the top of the key.
Man,
rattles home another.
Looked good the entire way. 33% shooter from 3. Probably a month ago was about 22%.
They've made 6 3-pointers in this opening quarter. 6 for 8 from outside. Defensive breakdown coming the other way. And again, Yanez able to get inside, steal off the inbound for Harding, and New Mexico State can hold this for the last shot of the quarter. Wide open from the left side. 3-pointer misses long. Chatfield gets the rebound, and she's fouled.
Yeah, that was a rare mistake by WKU. Did not stop the ball and then turn it over on the inbounds play. And that does not happen very often. Right here is the rebound and then the foul.
About 5.5 seconds left to go in this opening quarter. Mary Nmsu, one of those seniors being celebrated today for WKU, checks in at the end of this first frame, averaging about 4 points, 2 rebounds per game.
Have plenty of time to get a shot off of 5.6.
Meade will bring the inbound across. 3 seconds, 2. Gives it to Gilvin. Deep three-pointer at the horn. Misses short. A rare misfire from outside in this opening quarter for a WKU team that fires them up with the best of them in this conference. They take the second most in the league. They make the third most. That number is 7.5 per game. They've already made 11. WKU leads New Mexico State in this Conference USA women's basketball matchup. Tyler Eaton and John Butler with you. And John, I know we're all safe and sound indoors, but it has been raining threes for WKU early on.
Yes, say the least. 6 out of 8 from 3. There's one from Meade. Saw one from Salary. There's going to be another from Destiny Salary. She is hotter than a firecracker from 3. Right there's her third 3 from the top. Mackenzie Chatfield got in the action with a 3. And right there is Telegde to finish it from the top. Incredible shooting first quarter performance.
Sophie Telegde, a 33% shooter from deep. The 6'3" forward, really the mainstay in there is the big for WKU with all those guards around her. Does a bit of everything. And so far, WKU has done a bit of everything that they want to do in this game between three-point shooting, facilitating, and defense. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Right corner, Gewurz has it. As we get an offensive foul, gave it to Kaiser. She runs into Meade.
Yeah, Lexi Meade took one right across the bridge of the nose, it looked like to me.
Yeah, got her right up against the nose with
nose
the elbow.
or chin, and they will go to the monitor on that one.
They're going to see if this needs to be upgraded to anything else. Lexi Meade with 5 points so far on her senior day to go along with 5 assists. Hoping to be right back in. We'll see if anything is upgraded with this foul when we come back in a 26-11 game. WKU leading New Mexico State.
For those who shape the future, who set their sights high.
Bit surprisingly, the foul that we saw before the break, not upgraded. It's left as a common foul with the contact between Kaiser and Lexi Meade for WKU. Hit up around the nose. They spent a good 30-45 seconds cleaning up the blood after the fact. And John Butler right now, the most notable thing from that, Lexi Meade, not just out of the game, still back in the locker room for WKU as we get back underway.
Yeah, 10 years ago, 15, 20 years ago, you don't even go to the monitor. It's not even it's just a foul.
Yeah.
I'm a little surprised in today's climate that, the elbows being swung across there. It wasn't intentional. Nothing intentional about it. I am a little surprised.
Salary shot misses short. Here comes New Mexico State. Peterson all the way to the rim, and she scores in transition.
It's a big deal, too, because Acacia Hayes is not in the game. Acacia Hayes only played 2 minutes in the first quarter, so now you got both starting guards out.
She started this game, played those 2 minutes, and that was it for her. As Destiny Salary wraps around the screen right now, WKU with 3 guards, 2 forwards, so the senior in as well as Maya Pratcher. Left side jumper misses. Gilvin tries to save the loose ball, but can't do so. And it's out of bounds. Back to New Mexico State, who all of a sudden, after that first quarter where everything went right for WKU, the Aggies
where there's new life.
Got it in. Yeah, they're right back into this game. It seemed like they were on life support after one.
They haven't really done anything to cut into it, but when you have Meade out of the game and also Hayes, that's a big deal. I mean, very few teams can survive without your best players on the floor.
And John Butler, for our first time together this year, we had a wedgie. And fortunately, Destiny Salary was there to pick it.
That's correct. No, I don't think there's anything to add to that one. But, yeah, this is going to test WKU right here.
You moved on really quickly from the wedgie.
I moved on from the wedgie. That's correct. I'm a little uncomfortable with that. But, yeah, this is going to be a test right here. Now, listen, Chatfield is more than capable.
She is.
But when you take both guards out, it makes it a little bit more trickier for WKU.
Chatfield up top, gets to the elbow. Gives it to Salary in the corner. Jabs. She's already hit 3 3-pointers in this game. Gets inside this time and draws a foul.
It's going to be on the floor, the bump right there. And you'll see the drive right here is going to be and I think it's more of the reach by Kaiser than anything.
And all 3 guards.
By Harding, I'm sorry.
At least between Chatfield and Gilvin, definitely function better off the ball as Josie catches and fires the mid-range jumper to prove that point. Salary functions best on the ball, but more so as a scorer than a facilitator. So an interesting spot for WKU as left side 3-pointer misses long for Harding to try and respond. The Aggies just 1 for 6 from 3-point range to start this game. WKU still 6 for 8.
And wisely, New Mexico State without the 2 guards in and picking up full court pressure.
Ratcher fires up a baseline jumper. It misses, and the rebound is snagged by Yanez. Outlet pass up ahead. It was a perfect find, but it's defended well from behind by Chatfield against Gewurz.
And no call. It was evidently a pretty clean play that time by Mackenzie Chatfield. So
they showed earlier with the play with Talegdi down low, that looked like there was some contact, but what I was getting at is at least that's consistency between those 2 plays.
I agree.
Down low, Gewurz catches the inbound and banks home the jumper.
Yeah, it's good inbounds play. Nice little rub screen that time for Gewurz.
A team mostly made up of upperclassmen. Gewurz, just a freshman, averaging about 4 points per game.
She played well against Middle, too. She had 2 for 5 from 3, had 6 rebounds, and had 6 points, and she just looks kind of like a player to me.
She is proven to step up in big games. Chatfield comes up with the loose ball. Lost it on the way down, and
it's going to be a foul on Harding.
Harding has struggled early on to find her rhythm, and there picks up the foul.
And what we're talking about, too, without Hayes and Meade into the game, I mean, kind of surprisingly, the second leading scorer and leading rebounder for New Mexico. And Gassama, 9 points, 9 rebounds. She's got 8 double-doubles is not playing.
And now Lexi Meade emerges
with a mask.
With a mask on out of the locker room. She'll stay on the bench for now as So gets it at the free throw line, is tied up trying to drive, and the arrow will send it to New Mexico State.
Right there she is with the mask. Now, I don't know if it's just protective because it's sore or there may be something more like a break.
Now we'll see what masked Lexi Meade has in store on Senior Day.
But she'll be back in the game. You don't put a mask on to come back out and sit.
Coach Collins just went over to check on her, and I'd say that's exactly what the discussion was. Here comes WKU with a 2-on-1 break after the turnover, but again, it's Gewurz back defensively.
Probably like to see that pass made right there. 2-on-1 fast break, and probably like to see that maybe a pass right here. But anyway, it's been consistently this call right here, which is again on the arm. No call.
No.
That's 3 of those. Go. That's correct. And I'm okay with it. I like to protect the shooter, but
the jump ball is collected by Salary. A little bump there, but again, for the most part,
less whistles the better overall.
They're letting both teams play. So, hands it off. Pratcher fakes a 3, gets stuck at the elbow. Long 2 fired up. That one's missed short, but an offensive rebound collected by Pratcher. Off the miss from Chatfield, but then it's ripped away by Yanez. She's played a good first half. Nice skip pass to the left block, and it's scored home by Amani Warren.
Yeah, speaking of Yanez, who only averages 4 games, she had 10 in the win against WKU.
Yes.
So she's played well so far in both games against WKU.
And went a perfect 5 for 5 from the floor. it's really been the similar suspects between those two games. And the only problem missing from that equation so far has been the star Kaiser, who had 17 against WKU. She's scoreless and has still only taken one shot.
And so is Gassama. No points.
Fonta Gassama is the school leader all time in double-doubles with 8, had 9 points, 9 rebounds against WKU, had a double-double against Middle Tennessee, and she's played 4 minutes in this game.
Yeah, 4 more than both of us. Same number of points, though.
Right side, Chatfield holds as Telegny sets a screen. Off the dribble, three-pointer rattles off, and rebound is pulled down far side by Gewurz. Her pass deflected and stolen by Gilvin. Josie Gilvin inside and scores it. That's what she does.
That's what makes her one of the top, in my opinion, top players in this conference. Can score defensively, just a nightmare to play against.
Yanez wraps inside, evades the steal attempt from Salary, floats in and scores again.
I mean, she loves playing against WKU.
Salary looks to answer the other way. Kicks it out Chatfield. About halfway through the quarter, up top, Gilvin for 3 and switches it home.
41% for the year. And another turnover by New Mexico State, trying to force tempo.
Gilvin with 11 points into double figures. You can make it now for her. 10 of the last 12 games coming into today. Those prior 11 games, she was shooting 50% from three-point range. She's kept that going with a 1-for-2 performance today. And WKU now 7 for 11 from outside as Lexi Mead checks back in with the mask on.
Well, it is. We'll see how this goes. You can definitely play with the mask.
Yes.
It's not a problem. The issue sometimes with playing with a mask is she hasn't been able to practice in a mask.
Right.
So we'll see if that affects her vision. And she's not going to back down. She's still going to play hard, but her vision, shooting, and so forth.
She gets it from Telegny up top, screen from Salary. Now gives it back to Telegny. Wants to hand to Chatfield and does. Halfway through the quarter now, 33-19 WKU. Chatfield fires a contested triple. It's long, rebound batted around, still being fought for. And finally up with it is Sanchez Oliver, who's tripped up by Salary, who was on the floor.
And she's holding her face as well.
As Salary was, just hit right into the hip and then was kicked.
Yeah, she took a double hit right there. Ran into her hip, and then, like you said, the foot across the face, all unintentional.
Yeah,
She's
neither of those intentional from the New Mexico State side. Always the worst part is when you're the one that picks up the foul and you get hurt in the process.
That's correct.
So she will come out, at least for now.
I think you have to come out once the trainer comes out and stops play.
Salma Kadur will come in for her. The sophomore averaging about 3 points per game on the season. Scored a couple against New Mexico State. And the Aggies down by 14, still trying to really get that offense flowing. Ball on the elbow, stuck with it there for a moment was Gassama. They get it outside, right wing three, no good for Kaiser. And it was a good look from outside, just unable to connect. Gassama defends Telegny up top. Right side Mead. Pick and roll, step back three, missed that one short. Again, a loose rebound, and Chatfield is up with it on the baseline. Fakes once, banks it home on the block.
Yeah, another offensive rebound for the Lady Toppers. And great patience that time by Chatfield, too. Took her time and finished it.
WKU is 9th in the conference in rebounding. New Mexico State, not just last in the conference, by just raw rebound total. They are the worst rebounding team in the country, under 30 per game.
That's not a good stat. It's remarkable to be 15 and 13 and be last in the country. And right here is just a bump that time by Kadur. Kadur is going to be a really good player. At times she makes some defensive mistakes like a lot of freshmen, but she is going to be a double-digit offensive scorer for WKU.
Now Luz Rosing checks back in for New Mexico State. She started, has only played 4 minutes as well so far. Ball just thrown up. It looked like it was a lob, but it nearly went in.
It was an alley-oop.
From Warren, and it's collected.
Alley-oop, but a little too high to say the least.
Entry pass stolen away by Chatfield. Lobs it over the head to Mead, who brings it across half court. Hands off to Gilvin. She's the leading scorer with 11. Ball goes into the right corner to Chatfield, who already in this one has played 14 minutes. Kadur up top, Meade. Jabs left, now goes that way. Kick out, Gilvin, catch and shoot three. She knew it was short. Meade gets the offensive rebound. Shot clock doesn't reset. Lost it on the way inside. And up with it for New Mexico State is Kaiser. Puts foot to gas, gets all the way to the rim and fouled down low.
And that, of all the 4 blocks on the layup, looked like the cleanest to me, to be honest with you. I do think there was body contact, though, but there was, guarantee you there was all ball. That's second foul on Kadur.
That one's probably had the least wrist-arm contact of any of them that we've seen called.
And that's what Kaiser needs to do. She is a great open field player, and she can also shoot the three. But she's been quiet today, and she was very quiet. She had 7 points, 0 rebounds Thursday against Middle, so she is kind of struggled so far on this road trip. But you know, when you average 21 a game and been in 35 times, you can explode at any time.
That game against Middle Tennessee was only the second time all year she's been in single-digit scoring. Gets the second free throw to go to at least cut the lead to 15 for now as Gilvin gets open down low and is fouled on a cut.
Great pass.
So Kaiser with the single point, and Gilvin, who has established herself as the star for WKU, can't give Meade assist number 6, but will go to the line for a pair of free throws. Where on the season she's shooting 83%.
Yeah, that was a foul on Warren, and I don't think Warren even played against Middle. She has not played a lot this year.
She's appeared in 11 of their Conference USA games, 11 of 15, hadn't scored in her last 4 appearances. Sophomore guard from Milwaukee. Gilvin converts, and it's 37-20.
Of course, Gilvin, I don't know how many players have had 4 straight double-doubles. And she's on it. She's had 4 straight double-doubles. And we're not talking about somebody 6'5", 6'6" getting double-doubles. Yeah. We're talking about a 6-footer.
It's a 6-foot guard doing it with points and rebounds.
That's correct. An incredible run that she's on.
She's averaging 18.5 points, 10.5 rebounds per game over the last 4. Ball goes into the left corner to Rosing, who has to pick up her dribble. Inside 10 on the shot clock again. Kick out right corner. Sanchez Oliver fakes, drives, leaves it at the free throw line. Warren inside, and she breaks that scoreless streak with a layup.
Oh, she's athletic. I mean, she's long and athletic.
And then she takes it away from Gilvin. Aggies down by 15 with 2.5 minutes left before halftime. Kick out right side. Kaiser, extra pass. Rosing for 3. Won't go off the heel. Rebound fought for, and the loose ball, at least momentarily, picked up by Gassama. With the jump ball, though, the arrow sends it back to WKU.
That was good ball movement that time by New Mexico State. Just missed the shot. But the Warren kid, the freshman who's come off the bench, she's played pretty well. Got a bucket, steal. Could have had an assist that time if he made the shot.
Telegny holds up top. WKU led 30-19 at halftime. The first time these two teams played, so they know the importance of padding this lead as Meade gets in with the crafty reverse off the glass and does just that.
Just the right amount of English on that.
Couple of crossovers from Kaiser, leaves it off in the corner. Gets it back on the wing. Now back down low. Gassama sends it up top. Pass faked by Warren, who's stuck at the free throw line. Now back outside Kaiser. 8 on the shot clock. WKU brings extra pressure. Warren drives, kicks, left corner off a drive. Sanchez Oliver runner, misses long, and WKU gets the rebound just before the shot clock violation. Here comes Salary. Hesitation dribble at the elbow, and she's bumped, slicing between 2 defenders.
And that should put WKU into the penalty, I believe.
It does.
Right here is what makes Destiny Salary. When she's making threes, that just opens up space even more, and she's an outstanding driver and finisher.
Right around 70% free throw shooter. WKU 73% as a team. That's 3rd in the conference. They only take the 7th most in Conference USA with all the three-pointers that they take. Salary's first of these 2 free throws swishes home, and she's in a double figure.
Yeah, playing with a lot of confidence. That's her 18th double-figure game of the year, too, by the way.
She's done it 9 times in Conference USA. Had only done it in 2 of the last 6 games. But finding her stride again as WKU has pushed their lead up to 19. Now 4 for 4 at the free throw line, shooting exactly 50% from the field and three, so the efficiency has ticked down a little bit, but they made up for it with the defense and the 11 forced turnovers. Harding leaves it off on the right side to Kaiser. Back to Harding, 15-foot jumper fouled from behind. It was Gilvin and Talegdi both there to contest, and they get that one on Gilvin, who tried to block it with that side angle.
And that's on Gilvin. That's her second, so she will definitely come out the rest of the quarter.
But at least made it to the final 1:05 left in the half before picking up that second foul. Pratcher will take her spot. Maya Pratcher, the 6-foot junior from Memphis, transferred in from Jackson State after starting her career at Auburn. First free throw is good for Harding, who's been excellent at the line this season, now 24 for 28, and makes another. WKU operates quickly, near a minute left before halftime. Mead, right corner three. That mask is not messing with her too much.
That's exactly right, and give that assist to Chatfield. Good penetration. Lexi Mead ready to shoot, knocked it down.
3 players already in double figures for WKU. Ball up top, Yanez. 15 on the shot clock. Wanted to get it to Gewurz, can't. Now finally has to get rid of it to Kaiser. Isolated now on Mead. Drives left, steps back, double team comes, steps through it and rattles home the runner.
Tough shot.
Shot clock off for this final possession potentially. Chatfield to Pratcher on the left side. Mead wants it, and she'll get it and orchestrate with 15 seconds left in the half. To Talegdi. Crossover dribble, hits a cutting Chatfield, who is wide open and scores.
Great pass by Talegdi on the back cut.
Pass deflected. New Mexico State just gets a heave at the horn. It's short. And you said this at the end of the first quarter. If you're WKU, this is exactly how you would draw up this game so far. A 46-26 lead early on. But now John Butler will find out together, can they put it together for 2 halves against this New Mexico State team?
That's what it's going to take. The last time against New Mexico State kind of fell apart in the second half, but boy, I don't think you can play a better half than that first half by WKU.
The Lady Toppers shoot 53% from the floor and from 3. They get 13 from Josie Gilvin, Salary, and Mead in double figures as well, and they lead it by 20 at the break.
Got outscored 24-16 in the fourth quarter. Energy-wise, just so much different playing on home and on the road. We'll see if New Mexico has one. They're going to have a push. They're going to have a push real quick because they're down 20 right now.
Kaiser
and
had made one shot in the opening half and missed an attempt there trying to get going.
And Acacia Hayes has not played 2 minutes and it's not played since. Not getting the start this half.
Lob down low to Talegdi, is able to save it on the baseline. Outside ends up with Mead. Salary, can she hit another triple?
Why not?
Oh, goodness.
That's her 4th.
It's a different lineup to start this half for New Mexico State as well, as they ride the hot hands with Yanez and Gewurz. Right corner, Harding has it. She's been trying to find the shot, just 1 for 6 from the floor, 0 for 4 from the three-point line. Has it down low for an open layup and scores it with the left hand. That's one way to get going. Here comes Gilvin, little inside-out dribble, now caught, and wraps it out to Salary. It's been Destiny Salary's night. The graduate transfer. She played at Tennessee, at Ole Miss. Gilvin tries a 3 from up top. That's short, but Mead wraps around to get the rebound. Trapped by Gewurz and foul.
And that's just effort. That's all that is just effort.
That's the only way to get rebounds at 5'4".
Yeah, it's just you have to have great energy and effort.
And I will tell this story every game, every opportunity that I get to. This is the last time inside Diddle Arena to do it. Lexi's the only player I've ever seen lose an inch from her listed height as her career went on. She was at 5'5", now listed at 5'4". As the pass is batted away, New Mexico State able to come up with a steal. Their 5th of the ball game. Yanez on the elbow, hits Kaiser on a cut. Kick out, left side, 3-pointer. Off the mark again, and Gilvin gets the rebound. She's fouled from behind. New Mexico State now just 1 for 9 from outside.
Yeah, fouled by Gewurz coming over the back.
So she quickly picks up back-to-back fouls and has 3.
It's definitely a statement that New Mexico State is starting the freshman and starting Yanez right here is the over the back, but also not starting Kasama,
who has rarely played in this game. Just 8 minutes, no points, no rebounds for the program's all-time leader in double-doubles. And Meade is fouled on the near side. That time the pressure applied by Harding. Quickly, New Mexico State has racked up 3 fouls to start this half. Gilvin will inbound for WKU. Telegdi comes to get it on the left side. Sophie with 5 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. Has an open look from the left corner for 3. High arcing shot, misses short, and the rebound is saved in by Kaiser. Tries to get it into the right corner, but it's over the head of Peterson, and that was in part due to the WKU pressure. Chatfield gets it. Boy, she's played a great game for WKU. 7 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals coming off the bench for the Lady Topper. She's already played 20 minutes. Salary's pass deflected, gets it back. 12 on the shot clock, gives to Telegdi. Gilvin comes to get it on the left side, fires over Gewurz, and she hits the triple, their 10th of the game.
And that was contested too. Gewurz is a long defensive player. She kind of looks like Gilvin in a lot of ways.
Down low, Gewurz gets down quickly offensively, but Salary defends well and rips down the rebound. Little crab dribble from Salary now out to Chatfield. The lead is ballooned up to 24 for WKU. And a foul is called away from the ball in the opposite block. Looks like they're pointing.
They're going to the monitor as well.
They were pointing at Peterson for the foul, and they're going to review this. They call a technical foul against Peterson. Not sure if it was any kind of contact or just something that was said. Yeah, they get the tech against Peterson, and was really hard to tell what was going on there. All the focus was on the ball on the right wing. She was down around the left block with Gilvin.
Yeah, I didn't see that, but I just know these 3 referees, seen them call several times. If they wouldn't call that just for their health, I can tell you that. And no dispute among the coaching staff of New Mexico.
Meade, an 87% free throw shooter, hits both at the charity stripe. And that's the other side of it. I mean, Jody Adams has been around for a long time. She had no argument for that.
None.
Gilvin to inbound right in front of us. Now a 26-point lead for WKU on a 10-2 run to get this half started. Salary, top of the key, gets inside, flips up the runner. It's long, and the rebound on the opposite side pulled down by Harding. Gewurz operates to the right wing to Yanez. Harding wanted it, didn't get it on time. Now steps back, fires a 3 over Chatfield. That one's short. Rebound tipped by Gilvin. Meade has it. Chatfield is open, up ahead, collects, fakes on the right block, fades and scores.
Good job that time by Chatfield. That was a great pass too, but she gathered herself, 2-footed finish.
WKU quickly takes a timeout. They have started to blow this game open, now doubling up New Mexico State. 56-28, the Lady Toppers lead it over the Aggies in this revenge game here inside Diddle Arena as they try to move to 12-2 at home for the season on their senior day. The top of the key in both wings as well.
Yeah, she's playing great, having a great year too. Not just shooting the ball so well, 4 out of 5 from 3, but she also passes it well. Just having a fantastic last game at WKU. So
up top, jumper misfired by Harding, who just has not been able to find it today for New Mexico State. Averages 7.6 per game as Gilvin can't control it down low, and it's picked up by Rosing. Harding just 2 for 9 from the floor in this one. And the big story for WKU defensively, Molly Kaiser, who holds it now on the wing, fires up the jumper and cannot connect for what would have been just her second field goal. She's 1 for 5 with 3 points.
Yeah, struggled against middle as well. And Could be legs, could be a little tired. I mean, she last 4 games just 17 of 55. So you know, when you a volume score like she's been all year, could be a little bit into the year, a little fatigue. That's possible.
Gilvin fouled on a cut, and that should be foul number 5 against New Mexico State. It is. The Lady Toppers, not even halfway through this third quarter, will be in the bonus for the final 5:29 of the frame. But John, just to continue on that thought, the other thing with Kaiser, we see all the players go in and out, the rotation for New Mexico State. Kaiser's played every minute of this game.
She's played, and though she's struggling, and this is a compliment to her, her body language has been good.
Yeah.
She's just kept playing, and she's not playing the way that she wants to play, but you really can't know, you haven't really noticed it. Well, that's a rare 2 misses by Gilvin. Shoots 83%.
83% on the season, and felt like she could do no wrong here over this recent stretch. Gewurz gets it in the corner, guarded by Gilvin. Careful not to foul. She wraps baseline and blocks the shot from behind. Here comes Alexis Mead. She's 3 assists away from another double-double. She said, forget the assist. I'm keeping this myself.
Just a tremendous hesitation move.
The lead is now 30 for WKU. Behind the back move from Rosing. Gives to Yanez, lost it against Telegdi. Here comes Mead again in transition to Gilvin left side. Wraps out to Mead at the corner for 3.
Bang.
Bang!
Assist from Gilvin. Mask or unmasked, she's a heck of a player.
Another steal. Mead falls down, though, trying to spin around on the sideline. Jumper fired up from up top, missed by Harding, and Salary gets the rebound. 61-28. Mead now with 17. She's taken the team high from Gilvin. Josie, top of the key, left alone for a moment, now gives to Salary. Pass to Telegdi, picked off. Great play again by Yanez, who keeps it herself and scores in transition. She's got 8 points and 3 steals.
Yeah, Yanez is one of the positives so far for New Mexico State.
She and Gewurz have been the clear standouts. As she gets another steal and again keeps it herself and is now in the double figures for just the 4th time this season.
Off the same pass, too. She's read both passes, both steals and baskets.
4 times she's been in double figures, 2 of them against WKU. Chatfield hits Gilvin, who was wide open, but
it's on the back screen, and that time Kaiser took it right in the mouth on the back screen, unintentional.
Popped up very quickly after the fact, but that foul will take us to another timeout with 3:46 left to go in the third quarter. WKU leading it 61-32 over New Mexico State. New Mexico State here in the third quarter. Tough to draw too many positives from this one if you're the Aggies, but the brightest spot by far has been the junior Lucia Yanez, getting it done on both ends of the floor. John had back-to-back steals on what looked like the same play on different sides of the floor.
Yeah, she had 10 points. She also has 4 rebounds and give her 4 steals. And you saw that that's the 4 straight points that Yanez basically calls for herself. The steals and layup, and she is one of the few bright spots so far for New Mexico State. But good effort by Yanez.
Third-year player for the Aggies, making her 55th career appearance from Madrid, Spain. Rosing has it on the wing as we come out of the timeout. Lady Toppers up by 29. Yanez sets a screen. Kaiser gives it to her on the left side. Mid-range jumper off the mark and rebounded by Gilvin. Gilvin now with 4 rebounds, not quite at her double-figure mark she's had over the last 4 games. Gives it over to Chatfield, now into the corner. Mead surveys. Up top, Chatfield. Mirana So in, sets her a screen. Chatfield double crossover, kick out Gilvin. Fires with 8 on the shot clock. Left it short, and Yanez clears the board. Wraps it around herself, kicks it out left side, off a drive. Sanchez Oliver into the corner. 3-pointer off the mark for Gewurz. And Gilvin controls through a trap, gives it off to Mead. Operates quickly in transition to Salary right corner. One more to Chatfield. Right wing 3 short.
Yeah, flat that time by Chatfield.
On the floor, Rosing battling with Gilvin. Finally gets rid of it. Now it's flipped up ahead. Gewurz, nice job to hesitate and wait for Chatfield to pass by before finishing.
It's hard to play sometimes clean when you've been up 30.
Yeah.
And it's gotten a little bit ragged at times. Up 20, WKU up 27.
Mead up top, sends it over left wing. Salary to Chatfield in the corner. Off ball screen set for Salary by So. Can't spring her open. Instead it goes to Mead. Down low. Mariama So trapped, tied up. Jump ball call.
Yeah, that's not a strength of So. She's a much better perimeter shooter than a block player.
Averages 3.8 points, 2 rebounds per game, is 9 for 20 from three-point range on the season. Didn't play in the first matchup between these two teams. Salary gets it right, block with 3 seconds on the shot clock. Can't get the teardrop to go. It was a perfectly designed play, just couldn't convert. On the other end, Sanchez Oliver inside. Kicks it out, now it ends up with Gewurz. Into the corner, Rosing for 3. Still can't knock one down. They can't buy one from outside, now 1 for 13. Salary to So. Top of the key, hits a cutting Mead. Pauses on the block, flips to the right side and fouled. Couldn't convert, but 2 free throws.
Yeah, WKU does such a good job with all their post players and making that post feed from the top, using your post player almost as a point forward.
So will come out Callie Rose West into the ball game for the first time for WKU, averaging 11 minutes per game, but just 5 over the last 4. 2.7 points per game on the season as Mead rattles home the first. Second free throw up and through. West was integral in that historic win for WKU against MTSU, their only Conference USA loss after a 33-game winning streak in the league. West had 10 points, went 5 for 5 from the floor in that ball game for WKU.
Yeah, she's a good shooter. She is. Her minutes have been a little bit limited at times lately, but when she gets her chance, she is pretty solid.
Gilvin tips it away, able to come up with it between 3 Aggies and gives it up to Mead for the bucket.
Just another play by Gilvin, steal and assist.
Yanez brings it across this time, the lead back to 31 for WKU. Salary blocks it from behind. Rebound being fought for, and Yanez stepped on the baseline.
You'll see just what's this block right here. Perfect block that time by Salary, and then again Gilvin hustling as well as Yanez, but off on Yanez.
WKU with 3 blocks now, all from their guards. Salary, Gilvin, and Chatfield all with a block apiece. While inbound pass is picked off, we see back in the ball game is Fonte Gassama, the post player from Spain, with a school record 8 double-doubles on the season. And into the corner, a three-pointer is knocked down. They finally get Harding going.
That turnover underneath your own basket usually ends in a disaster.
Gilvin attacks and scores on the right block. She's now got 18. Operating quickly the other way is New Mexico State. 3 fired up again. That one's left short. Gilvin chases down the rebound. She's starting to at least get in range of that double-double. She's got 6 boards. Chatfield fadeaway jumper falls.
Looked like Luka. Looked like Luka on that
one
play.
leg.
Yeah, fall away, 1-footer.
Morin, right side, guarded by Salary as Chatfield now has 11. She's the 4th Lady Topper in double figures. 3 seconds left in the quarter. Shot fired up on the block. Missed. Rebound batted around. And that will bring this quarter to a close. WKU has scored at least 20 points in every quarter of this game. They put up 23 on 8 for 14 shooting in this third quarter, holding New Mexico State to just 11. Despite getting up 19 shots, they make just 5, and the Lady Toppers lead it by 32. Dirk Nowitzki that's now been rebranded as the Luka Doncic.
That's correct.
Fade away off of one leg. That makes me feel old that that's already been rebranded.
It has.
Left side 3, no good for Harding, but an offensive rebound keeps it with New Mexico State. That was one thing that emerged in that third quarter. They've really evened out things on the boards now. WKU has an edge overall, but they've been getting more offensive rebounds. Can't convert here for a second chance three-pointer from Warren. And now here come the Lady Toppers. Meade gives it up top to Callie Rose West. Now right side, back to Meade. Hesitation left, drives in right, flips up the runner and banks it off the glass. Lexi Meade has 23 points.
They almost have to split it. She's got 23 total. I think 13 with the mask and 10 without it.
Boy, she's played a game. Ball in the left corner. Warren trapped up top. Kaiser open for three. Can't get it to go. That really sums up the day for New Mexico State. Went all the way around and out.
Yeah, sums up the road trip for Molly Kaiser.
Ball out of bounds to WKU. We're going to have to see how Coach Adams and the Aggies piece things together. Can still earn the 4th seed in the conference by taking care of business in their final 2 home games, but this has been a brutal road stretch, as you mentioned.
I've always felt like, though, the middle WKU may be the hardest road trip, not in terms of distance for a lot of teams, but the quality. And right there's an 8th assist by Lexi Meade.
That was high quality.
High quality, but just there's the 2 teams that you have to play are just high quality teams, great defensive teams. Middle just chokes you down on the half court.
Yes.
I mean, it is so hard to score against Middle. Nobody, I don't know if anybody in the country outside of maybe Tennessee, but that plays defensively quite like WKU. Just the trapping, just the half court, full court, and have just the tenacious players that some of the WKU teams have. And when you play WKU on the Saturday after the Thursday game, you almost have no preparation as well. Very difficult team to play against.
Imani Warren makes the first of these 2 free throws. The sophomore had only scored 11 points overall on the season. She makes both free throws and has 6 points in this one. She'll come out back in. Comes Selena Peterson. I mentioned this earlier. I mean, it's always hard in this conference to play on the Saturdays with the Thursday to Saturday, especially with some of those longer trips. WKU Middle is not one of those longer trips like you said, but boy, it just wears you down to have to play those games with only have a day rest in between.
The competition, that's correct. And winning on the road in this conference, it's the hardest conference in the country this year to get a road win.
Salary gets it on the block. West kick out Meade, right corner 3. Short, and the rebound is pulled down by Gasama. Their star rebounder, averaging nearly 10 per game, just got her first of this ball game. Down low, looks for her first bucket and picks that up shortly after.
In fairness, she hasn't had a lot of minutes either.
Near side, ball collected by Kadur to Salary for 3. My goodness, Destiny Salary has hit 5 of them. Down low, nice find to Gasama to answer quickly for New Mexico State. And now we're seeing this pressure applied by the Aggies, but too little too late, already down by 33 with 7 minutes left to go in the game. Meade right side, gets a screen from West, now steps behind it. To Pratcher, wraps around, stuck on the elbow. West thought about a 3, cuts inside. Stopped at the block with 5 seconds on the shot clock. Out to Salary. She's hit 5 threes already. Can't make it 6. Pratcher rips the rebound away, fires up a wild shot through contact, and will go to the line for 2.
Yeah, just good effort that time by Pratcher. She just went up between people to get that rebound.
That was a lot like what we talk about with Lexi Meade. That was just all hustle.
It was just great effort. Of course, that is the weakness of New Mexico State. Just don't have a whole lot of size.
WKU 34 rebounds to just 19 for New Mexico State. They've been able to make up for it by forcing some turnovers here in this second half. The turnover margin that was so big for WKU in the opening half, they've now only turned it over 1 less time than the Aggies, as the first free throw falls for Pratcher.
Hard to list many positives when you're down 34.
Yep. Pratcher's second rattles off, and it's rebounded by Yanez, who has been the clear positive in this one, with 10 points and now 6 rebounds to lead the way for New Mexico State. Inside, it's flipped up by Kaiser. I think was trying to leave it for Warren or just lost it on the way up. Meade lost it on the way down the floor, thought she was bumped, no call, but WKU keeps it. Kadur cuts in, gets it on the block, fades and misses with the left hand before Yanez clears again.
Tough shot.
Yanez behind the back dribble, now hands it off to Sanchez Oliver. Drives from the elbow, sends it out to Yanez. Elbow J, dies off the back of the rim and falls.
Give her 12.
She's played a great game.
She has a good game. Like I said, the first time she played well against WKU.
Ball goes down low. It's deflected, though, by Kaiser, who averages nearly 2 steals per game.
Pass.
Beautiful wraparound to the left block. And WKU is forced to foul as Amani Warren will go to the line for 2 more free throws where she just made a pair.
And the one thing, right there's a nice pass by Kaiser. And like I said, give Kaiser credit. She's not played well offensively the last couple of games, but attitude-wise, that's what I'm a big body language, attitude-wise, she's been good and has played as well. Where a lot of her teammates have been in and out of the lineup, Coach Adams has stuck with Kaiser, and she has nothing wrong with how she's competing.
77-46 now the score. After the second free throw falls through for Warren, give her 7 points. Again, only had 11 all season long coming into today. Meade leaves it down low for West. Back out to Meade. Touch pass, Salary, left corner Trey. That one's short. And the rebound is collected on the opposite side by Gewurz. Then she's tied up down low. And the arrow gives it right back to WKU. That's one thing. We talked about the tenacity of this defense. They are so good at forcing those jump balls.
They are just so active hands-wise.
It's
active hands. It's also just active in terms of playing hard.
Meade catch and shoot 3 off the handoff, misses. Rebound batted out and chasing it down is Warren. In transition, right block. Yanez hangs up in air and scores again. Give her 14.
And a good pass by Warren.
That's a new season high for Lucia Yanez. Went 5 for 5 against WKU the first time. She's taken 11 shots. It's about to be 12, and she extends that season high with the layup. Now 16 points on 8 for 12 shooting.
I think Yanez has figured out that play. That's 3 steals off the exact same play.
Kadur drives, spins, and is fouled on a layup try. So Salma Kadur will have 2 free throws for WKU after this break. It's been all Lady Toppers all game long. 77-50 they lead it inside of 5 minutes left to go. Well on their way to win number 12 in Conference USA play. 1 left to go inside Diddle Arena. 77-50 WKU leading it over the Aggies of New Mexico State. The Lady Toppers 12 for 27 from 3-point range, the 7th time this year. They've made double-digit 3-pointers, just the 3rd time in Conference USA, but they've shot better in this building compared to on the road, nearly making 9 threes per game inside Diddle on the season as the first free throw falls for Kadur. Meade, Gilvin, Salary, Chatfield all in double figures. Kadur now with 4 points. Had 2 the first time around between these two teams. A result that's been flipped on its head. New Mexico State won 64-59. Far side foul called. They're going to get that one against WKU and Maya Pratcher. We said WKU had to play a complete 40 minutes. Greg Collins might tell you they've played a 35 or so as Pratcher picks up the bump. Looked like that one could have gone either way. But the Lady Toppers, when they've been on, they've been unstoppable in this game.
Yeah, just I think arguably, if not the best performance of the year, one of them. I mean, obviously the upset of Middle is right up there, but still fantastic performance.
3-pointer is buried by Peterson. That's the 3rd of the game for New Mexico State. Just 3 for 19 from outside. Peterson now with 5 points. Has only taken 3 shots, but made 2 of them. The senior averaging 6 points per game on the year. Meade on the right wing, gets a screen, hesitates. Now gives it up down low on the block. West faces, misses the jumper, and the rebound is collected by Peterson. Nice entry pass, beautiful find of Fonta Gassama, who scores on a nice feed from Peterson. Salary leaves it left corner. Kadur fakes the three, gets baseline and bumped. Both teams now with 3 fouls in the quarter.
That's a correct call, and that may be, looks like Destiny Salary's last appearance right here. What a fantastic performance she had. 17 points, 7 rebounds, 5 of 8 from 3 in her last performance at Diddle.
I think we'll get one curtain call at a time. Salary takes the first. Meade and Nmsu still in there for WKU. Right corner, Pratcher gets all the way to the block, kicks it out. So for 3, couldn't get it to go, and on the opposite block it's rebounded by Peterson. Up ahead, Amani Warren. Kadur on her, physical down low, and the foul is called against Kadur. Warren has really emerged too. It's been the young players, which I'm going to include Yinez in even as a junior because of all the seniors on this New Mexico State team. It's been the young players and the bench. The bench production has been absolutely spectacular in this game for New Mexico State, scoring by far the majority of their points.
Well, somebody has to score.
Yeah.
Because when Kaiser only has 3 and Gassama only has 6.
Second free throw won't go for Warren, who's still stuck on 7 points in a 79-55 game.
And I think this is probably the last trip down for Lexi Meade.
Pass picked off. Here comes Warren again in transition. Finishes around so now she's got 9.
4 live ball turnovers. That's the only negative. WKU led directly to points.
Oh, here's another one. On the far side, up with it is Gewurz, guarded by Meade. To Warren, right side, all alone for 3 is Harding, and she switches it home. The lead is down to 19. A lead that at one point was all the way up at 36. Here comes Meade, brings it inside, now wraps it around and pulls it back out deep to the right wing.
Yeah, these are things that are little from a coaching perspective from Coach Collins. You're not happy with some of the play this second half when you're up 34, and then some of the sloppy turnovers that directly led to points. But all in all, great performance, and there comes Lexi Meade out of the game. What a performance, and what a career.
Sends up one more hand wave to the crowd inside Diddle Arena.
And the biggest compliment is Coach Adams of New Mexico State. It's not showing it as stood and clapped for Lexi Meade, and that's a sign of respect from a small point guard who's on the national championship of Tennessee. Stood up and clapped, and I don't know if I've ever seen that one before.
We get masked Meade in her final performance inside Diddle Arena. 23 points, 6 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 steals, as So converts on the free throws, and it's 81-60 WKU. Ball goes into the left corner as Gewurz wraps around, guarded by Kadur. Double team comes, fires it right side for a triple. That one's short, and So able to pull down the rebound for the Lady Toppers. Stuck in traffic and finally gets it off at the last moment to Tia Schelling in for the Lady Toppers, making her 12th appearance of the year. Right side it goes to Pratcher, drives in, finishes with the right.
A good move that time by Pratcher.
First field goal for Pratcher. She's got 3 points for the game, and WKU has swelled it back up to a 23-point lead. Harding, kick out, right corner, 3-pointer, buried home by Peterson, who's had a really good final quarter. Peterson now with 8 points, 3 for 5 from the floor, 2 for 4 from deep. The rest of the team just 3 for 18 from outside. Up top, West, now to Kadur. Tries to go back to West, threw it over her hand. Schelling nearly able to save it, but New Mexico State up with it. In transition, left off for Gewurz, who gets the bounce off the front of the rim. And they're going to give WKU a substitution timeout to bring So off the floor for one final time inside Diddle Arena. I don't know if you're the Lady Toppers, if there's much better of a way to celebrate your senior day than this dominant performance. The final score does not do it justice, John Butler.
No, it was a dominant performance. New Mexico State kept playing in this last quarter, made it a little bit more respectable, but all in all, just a tremendous performance by the Lady Toppers.
They've scored 28 in this quarter, 11 for 15 from the floor, after putting up 37 in the first 3 quarters combined. Chatfield on the right side, leaves it down low, one fake and then a bucket. Again, it's Pratcher. Peterson drives, leaves it out at the last moment for Warren, now into the corner. Quick trigger 3, it's swished home as Harding has finally been able to find the mark as this game has gone on late now with 15 points and 3 triples. Shot clock goes off and WKU can dribble this one out. 85-68 will be the final score in this one. WKU on the season has been pretty well untouchable when they've held teams under 70 points. That's emerged as the magic number for the Lady Toppers. Now 19